to do that. Do you know I can't see? And there we go. Oh my goodness. It's terrible when you can't see. When I've got my glasses on, then I can't see. I've got my glasses off, then I can't see my notes. Hi guys, and welcome to our Monday evening discussion. We are talking about getting ready for school and making sure that your children get off to a good start. So if you're a parent and you've got a little one starting school on Wednesday, you're at the right place. So grab something to drink, get comfy. Tips and strategies on how to really get your children starting school with the right mindset, the right attitude. So if you're a new school year, you're also feeling a bit jittery and you're also in the right place. So this is a discussion for you as well. You might be a student yourself, wanting to know how you can prepare yourself for Wednesday. If you're at the coast, we start on Wednesday. If you're inland, you probably started a week ago already. But I really am so excited to be here and to be really jumping into the school year with a discussion like this. So I welcome your comments to hear where you are from, where you are watching this from, and I'm hoping that this is going to be an informative talk, and that you will be with some questions and comments as well. So for me, my name is Dr. Philippa Fabry. I'm an education consultant, and I am here to assist and to support you with your school-related issues or any learning concerns that you might have. So how are you doing? How are you feeling about the new school year? Have you done all your stationery shopping? Have you polished those schools? Have you bought a new school bag? I'd love to know how things are going in your household. Are you prepared for Wednesday? Are you glad that the holidays have come to an end? Or are you weak? Again, it's all about mindset. It's all about attitude, and it's all about making sure that you are prepared and ready for what this school year is going to throw up at you. So that is why I decided to do this discussion on a Wednesday night, on a Monday night instead of my normal Wednesday, because if I was doing this on Wednesday, school would have known. So I'm going to give you some strategies and some tips that you can use right now from tonight, getting your children ready for Wednesday. You've got 2 days, a piece of paper and a pencil or something to write on, because you're going to be wanting to write these down so that you know exactly how to get ready and how to get yourself ready as well. So a new school year, it always brings a little bit of apprehension, which is normal to when you are starting anything new, a new job, going to a new shopping center or anything that you haven't done before. You're going to be a little bit, there might be some anticipation, and that's normal. But for some children, the start of a new school year really brings along some worry, some anxieties, and they don't even make it to school on Wednesday because of anxiety symptoms that really do make things a little bit difficult. But we hope that won't be you. We hope that we're talking about an extreme sort of end of the spectrum and in terms of anxiety and school apprehension. So, last year you were already struggling with getting them into a routine or getting them ready for school on a Sunday night. If already last year you found Sunday nights a little stressful because they were already anticipating Monday morning, and maybe you noticed that they were a little bit more moody or tearful, or starting with the tummy and not wanting to go to sleep and things like that. Those are all red flags that maybe there's something happening at school, or there's something that they are worried about. And that's why, because we really want school to be a pleasant experience for our kids. We don't want them to be anxious. So just a little bit of background on myself. I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher ever since I was little. I used to play school, and I studied teaching, but I knew that I needed a bit more special, and just mainstream classroom teaching was lovely, but I really was feeling called to study learning barriers, and so and then from my remedial, I delved into the area of special needs education, and that's really where I found my passion, because I realized that it's the children that were really struggling at school. They were my sort of the area that I wanted to research, that I wanted to read more about, that I wanted to find out as much as I could about. And so it was, I was also that child. I was that child who the night before and the new school year, I was already getting anxious, that those butterflies in my tummy, and I was teary and I didn't want to go to sleep. And of course, even back then, my parents didn't know how to help me and why I was so scared about starting a new school year. So I've been there, I've been that child. So I think I'm going to share some of the strategies that I used in terms of preparing myself for something new, and thinking of children, and thinking of how things have changed from when I was at school to how our children are, I suppose, being exposed to so many different elements. Back then, where I was at school, things were very different. So the tummy aches on the way, I would wake up in the morning and I wouldn't want to get out of bed. I wouldn't want to even have breakfast. I tried my hardest to stay in bed for the day. And I think once or twice, and I did have to stay at school. And then the next day would come, and there was that, I really, really have to do it. I really have to go. And we tried. And I remember my mom saying, "Look, outside, you go in. And once you've settled, I'll go. I'll wait here until you settled." And that made a bit of a difference, because I knew then I had a backup plan. But obviously she couldn't do that every morning. But it was only as I got through the first day, I knew that I was going to be a-okay. So that's why I think preparation is key to making sure that your children are well prepared, and that they are about Wednesday. So some of the ways that anxiety does present, obviously everybody's different, and children, they differently with boys versus girls as well. But some of the symptoms that you might have picked up with your children might be that they throw tantrums, or they might yell or scream when they have to do that's going to cause them to be anxious. They might hide or lock themselves in their room. They don't want you to come in, and get them ready for school, so they'll lock you out. Or part of the car. So once you arrive at school, they don't want to get out. And I've seen parents having to drag the children kicking and screaming up the school path. They're just not willing to cooperate. They are so anxious and fearful. So that begging and pleading not to go to school in the morning, complaining of tummy aches, headaches, get better during the course of the day. It's just getting them to go to school in the first place. That's the challenge. Once they are there, then the symptoms seem to settle. The high levels of pain, of the racing heartbeat or dry mouth, definitely the tummy aches, the sweaty hands, those sort of things are the physical symptoms as well that are more obvious. They might go to sleep the night before school starts, especially on a Sunday night. They might take a while to settle down and go to sleep. And then obviously for the old teens, there would be that where they're wanting to bunk school, or they might threaten to hurt themselves if they have to go to school, or something along those lines. But I think generally we're speaking about primary school children here. That's really the topic of my talk, is the primary school children, specifically your little grade 1 starting school for the first time, the younger one. The children, why are they fearful about going to school? That's always the question, is, you try and figure out why. What is it? Is it a bully that's made? Is it that they are struggling to connect with? What is the cause of them, being scared about going to school? So I think it all has to do with conversations, speaking to the teachers, speaking to the child, listen to what they say, watch how they bring homework home and how they sort of get ready to do homework, doing homework. Is there some kind of barrier already that flares up in class as well, whether it's maths that they are dreading, or writing, or even reading or doing an oral. They might be dreading having to do that. And so already now they are anticipating having to do that. And so the anxiety has flared. So leading into the new school year, have you noticed now already it's Monday, your children becoming maybe a little bit more clingy, moody, not wanting to have supper. Their moods may have shifted to be now a little bit less exciting than the new year. It all depends on their attitude and what they are saying. Are they excited? Are they positive? Often the child might seem to be excited and positive about the school year, but internally there are struggles going on, or they might not be as open to you about it. I think if we delve into now the tips and the things that you can do to help, I would say preparation, as I said, I think I said that already. Preparation is making sure that you involve them with all these preparation tasks that we need to do as parents. We have to go and do shopping. We have the new stationery and cover books, or you've got to go and get all the exercise books and the textbooks, and wherever you have to go and do your shopping, bring them along, get involved if they can. Let them go through the shopping list with you. Let them choose things that they like, a nice pencil or a card or anything like that, where they're involved, because the more involved they are, the more committed and the more invested they'll be in the preparation process. The buying of the goods, even getting their snacks and the things that you're going to be packing into the lunchbox. Take them along, let them choose some novelty. So even if it's something that's more of a treat, a little Melrose cheese block, or a little packet of crisps, or something that's allowed, obviously you wouldn't normally put in, because that must be a treat, something that they can look forward to opening their lunchbox and having. You'll be amazed at something so small to, and it anxiety, because now they can't wait to have snack time because of the treat that's already in the lunchbox. In terms of the uniform, so let them try on them ahead tonight or tomorrow during the course of the day. Let them try it on, make sure that everything still fits, and then hang it out on a hanger so that they can see it there. Make sure the shoes are polished. It sounds quite silly, but even if there's something new that they have to wear, or you've bought a new item of clothing, a new school shirt or the new skirt or something like that, again, the novelty of having something new to wear is so important. So hang up the uniform, let them see it, get used to it being there, put the school bag out, make sure everything is packed and ready, and pack the bag, put in something that they would enjoy taking to school, a little fluffy toy or something that reminds them of home, a fidget toy, a stress ball, anything novel that they can choose and put in their blazer pocket or put in their suitcase to take to school. And then find out where, if you're going to be dropping, so again, if your child is going from foundation phase to intermediate phase, there might be a different place where they're going to line up in the morning or off. Make sure you know where that is. Do a drive-by so that they know already which gate you're going to drop them at. That they've gone around, you can, if it's possible, so they can see and get used to the area again. Even do a dry run So tomorrow morning, do a dry run. So you've done it once already as a rehearsal. Make sure that you've taken note of the load shedding schedule, because if there's load shedding on Wednesday morning and school, robots will be out, traffic will be heavy. So you need to factor that in so that you also are not stressed when you have to be driving to school. So and park outside school, do a little dress rehearsal. This is how we're going to drop you off on Wednesday morning, so that you know exactly how long it takes you to get to school. Drop them off, have a chat about how you're feeling. Did you see where we went? Do you know who your new teacher is? Who's going to be there when you come to school tomorrow? Connect with a little friend. So WhatsApp somebody that can meet you and meet your child when you're arriving at school, so that there's something that you've planned and there's a familiar face there, or you might even have the teacher there waiting for the kids to arrive. Plan something exciting to do after school. So, it's not a bribe, but it could be something like, when I fetch you on Wednesday after school, we're going to go and visit Auntie So-and go to the park, or let's go on to the beach or a swim, or let's go and have a milkshake, or something that they could look forward to. Because again, the anticipation of something fun will cancel out what they're worrying about. So that's quite important as well. Discuss something fun that they would like to do after school on Wednesday. All right. We said pack something yummy in the snack box. Have something new. One item that's new in the pencil bag that they've chosen, a pencil grip or something novel and fun. Do the dry run, the fidget toy or stress ball to pack in, so that they have something of comfort from home. Something nice, and give something to the teacher as well. It's not just children that feel jittery on the first day of school. So why not discuss that with your teacher? Also feeling a little bit nervous, let's take her a flower, or let's take her a chocolate or a muffin or something like that. So that again, you are putting your anxiety aside and thinking about somebody else, and trying to make the other person feel better. That could help with your feeling that they're not thinking about themselves, but rather taking something to give to the teacher, so that the teacher feels better. And there's already then a connection on the very first day of school. The bedtime routine. So I would say on Tuesday night, again, be prepared, have supper early, plan something to do after supper that's fun, because again, they're going to be a little bit worrying about Wednesday. They're going to be a bit worrying about the next day. So do something fun, play cards, read a story, have something that'll distract them from worrying about the next day. Especially if you've done all the prep work and you've done the dry run and you've packed the bag and everything is ready. Have something nice to do the night before, even if it's listening to an audiobook when they're falling asleep. And there's nothing wrong with having some rescue tablets or a herbal tablet, that if they do wake up in the morning and they're feeling anxious and they've got the nervous tummy, they can have something to suck, or something that can help. So they might even need a rescue tablet or something to settle down the night before and get a good night's sleep. So anticipate that. Go and speak to your pharmacist about just maybe having something herbal on hand if you are needing something. And then I wouldn't force breakfast on Wednesday morning. If you wake up and they're not hungry, they're not wanting to eat, I wouldn't force that. I would just have some slices of apple, or maybe an energy snack, a smoothie, or anything that they can just nibble on. A rice cake, a slice of toast with bovril, or anything like that. I wouldn't worry if they're not hungry and they don't want to have breakfast. Let's not force them. And in your own head, when you are thinking about Wednesday, plan for the worst case scenario. Think about what would the worst case scenario, anticipate how you will act as the parent if that happens. So if for example, if things don't go well for whatever reason, child perhaps doesn't get to school, just communicate with the teacher, send an email, phone the office, explain what has happened, and get input from how you should handle it or how you could live. Because communication is key. The teachers are there to help, and don't you worry about not being well prepared. You are going to be well prepared, but anything. So just anticipate in your own head what could the worst case scenario potentially be, and have a backup plan for that. Really, when you have all your ducks in a row and you've got everybody, on your side, waiting to help, waiting to jump in, then you already feel a lot less. And of course, I'm just a WhatsApp away. So education services is you've got, I think my number is slideshow. I'm going to put it up again at the end. But WhatsApp me, even if you're sitting in the car park and your child won't go into school, send me a WhatsApp or make a phone, and we can work it out together. I want to be able to help. I want to be here to support you, and I know it's going to be a good year. It's these talks are one, and it might not be a Monday though. I think I might go back to a Wednesday evening. So keep a lookout for that. Every month it's a different theme. January we were talking about anxiety for the whole month. We'll carry on talking about anxiety, and then in February will be our next theme. So I hope beneficial. I do see there's a comment, so I'm just going to have a quick look before I end off and say thank you for watching. There's a comment, and again, my eyes are so bad. My son takes Nerva for anxiety and Megan drops for sore tummy that comes with it. Makes same make it really okay. That's great, Helga. Thank you so much. So that's very helpful. So it's Megan drops. It's the same Maker's Rescue. I think we always need to have a backup plan. We always need to. We are not wanting to take medication, medication, supplement, or a herbal remedy, even if it is some people say a placebo or sugar. What, if it helps, it helps. So guys, that's it. I didn't want to go longer than 20 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. Please share this. And like I said, if there's anything that you need from me, you know where I am, my WhatsApp. I'm going to stick it up here quickly. There's some banners. I'm trying to drive this, but it's been interesting because I'm struggling to see. The tickers. See the tickers. Oh, it's got it. I got it. I wanted you to, if you are watching this on YouTube, just to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you get notified of a live video, so that it's easy for you to follow me there. If you're watching on Facebook, thank you so much. Then you can keep following and liking the page. It's great to see that growing because it means that I'm reaching more people, which is lovely. It's exactly what why I'm doing what I'm doing, is so that I can reach more people and help and support. If there was anything that you wanted to ask but you didn't feel that you could on this stream, please just send me an email or you privately, and we can chat about anything that you have been worrying about. So thank you so much again for watching. I hope I will see you next month for another. And yeah, please like and share, invite other people to the page, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks everybody. Have a great week for the school year.